Welcome back. Thank you for showing up and for doing the work. Before we dive into this final module, I want to take a moment to honor where you are right now. Throughout this inquiry, we interrogated the essential question, what immediate and long-term actions will I take to center justice and inquiry in my classroom or school? To support our journey towards answering this question, each of our modules offered a smaller guiding question. Module 1 focused on inquiry and asked, how can I enact inquiry in my classroom? Module 2 examined inclusion and asked, how will I foster inclusion in my classroom? Module 3 introduced action planning and asked, what actions will I take to center inquiry and inclusion in my classroom today? Module 4 turned us towards community building and asked, how will I build and engage a squad to strengthen my inquiry base and justice-centered practice? And now in Module 5, we will ask, how will I sustain and continue to grow my practice over time? So before we go any further, I want to invite you to pause. I mean that literally. If you are moving, stop. If your mind is still on the last thing you are doing, let it go. Take a breath in and let it out. This is your reset moment, a chance to arrive here fully, mind and body, before we begin. Thank you for that. Thank you for being intentional enough to actually pause. Now, I want to say something that might feel a little different from the professional development you've experienced before. We're not going to start this module by talking about what's missing, what still needs work, or what's coming next. That is not how we are beginning today. Instead, I want you to reflect back. Throughout these modules, you have been on a transformative path. You examined what it means to enact inquiry in your classroom. You fostered inclusion and justice in your space. You identified actions to take today. You built your squad, and now you are here thinking about how to sustain and grow this work over time. That journey deserves to be honored. How are you celebrating, or what are you most proud of thus far in your I3 journey? Take a real moment with this question. Maybe you tried something in your classroom you never had before. Maybe you had a conversation with a colleague you had been avoiding. Maybe you simply stayed, showed up, even when life was full. That counts. After this video, you will be asked to respond to this prompt. There is no right answer. Please have your I3 Continuum of Learning ready and use this guide to document your questions, sources, analysis, and the actions you might take.